on Reverse, we're talking everything new in the world of Uno. Stick around. Your source for everything Uno related, bringing you the news, spoilers, and everything. I am joined with the Draw 4 bringer himself, Ryan Griffin.
Never sit next to me.
I need the reverse.
And the Reverse Nate himself.
I need a skip.
And this, of course, is the Draw 2.
Well, I can see there's a real hierarchy going on here.
So, of course, you are here to watch us talk about, as we do every week, the Uno-related news of the world. First things first, let's take you to the rumor mill. Now, there are some people talking about the Draw 3. Here at Team Absolution, we're here to squash this rumor once and for all. There will never be a Draw 3. It'll add one. Look at this deck. It's already too big. There's like 8 of every number in here.
Almost every number, actually. Did you know there are only 4 zeros in the Uno deck? Your defensive strategies of trying to minimize your score are immediately thwarted by the game design, as you simply can't keep the lowest value card in your hand as often.
You know what we call this? Do you know what we call this, boys and girls? We call this good game design. Yes. This is Mattel knowing how to balance their game after 30 years.
Now, I've been playing this game since it came out, since 1971, and you're telling me that we don't need change? Tell me why we shouldn't have a Draw 3.
There is no... The game has been balanced. It rewards strategy and minimizes luck. Look at these zeros. There's only 4, one of each color. And it's effective, and it's efficient, and it's done. There's no need for a Draw 3. So you don't need rampant power creep.
The Draw 3 would completely outdate the Draw 2. You would be worthless now, Jose.
I would be worthless, and I'd try my best not to.
We'll just throw Jorge in here instead.
Oh! Oh no!
Jorge, the skip.
I mean, but on the flip side, they don't want to constrain power too much by adding a Draw 1.
What's the point?
Well, you already draw 1 when you don't have anything.
See?
So,
I feel like the last thing I'll say on the Draw 3 is I feel like totally outdating a card and yet still requiring you to play it just doesn't matter. Draw 4, absolutely devastating. The Draw 2, mildly annoying.
Mildly annoying.
Especially if you do in fact play with the rules that also skip your turn. Making
that sounds like Jose, mildly annoying.
Ouch.
So making the hierarchy almost invalid. Adding more power
is important.
It's important.
It's very important.
You gotta keep it new and fresh. Like when they put in Uno H2O, which did not sell as well as the original, unfortunately.
Or Uno Attack, which takes skill completely out of the equation and says you gotta tap a thing and it spits out cards. Also Uno Spin. See, while other card games try to change and release new sets to fend off power creep, instead they make new peripherals, which takes your standard Uno deck and throws it into a new format, if you will. Uno Spin format, Uno Attack format, Uno Twirl format. I don't even know if that exists.
Uno
but Mattel's working on it.
Let us not forget Uno Moo.
Uno Moo?
I have no idea what that is, and I don't like it.
That's unfair.
I don't like the sound of it. I don't like it. So, moving on to releases.
Uno Choo Choo.
I feel like
that's the Braxton Express.
Now Mattel has made several failed attempts over the years.
Uno Reflex.
Uno Reflex, Uno Rummy Up, Uno Spin to go, because you needed
a smaller
of a stinking pile of shit when you left the house. Uno Dominoes, Uno Tipo, Uno Color Screens, Uno Blitzo, Uno Master, Travel Uno Stacko, the sequel to Uno Stacko.
Oh,
and let's not forget Uno Madness.
See, here was the problem with Mattel. They made a card game that was so balanced, so perfectly designed, that it's like the problem if you made chewing gum that never lost its flavor. someone would only buy a pack and you'd run yourself out of business. They were like, damn it, we made a game that's perfect. How are we going to keep making money off of this?
Bad business model, Willy Wonka. Try again.
And so they decided instead to make peripherals. Now, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know, but the point is, even if you buy...
Ask, supply, and demand.
But the point of the day, even if you buy crappy Uno spin, you still end up with a nice Uno deck.
See, it hasn't corrupted the spirit.
But Mattel forgot the most important thing. How many years in a row have you owned the same Uno deck? 2 years? I lost that old thing. The packaging's crap. I'm gonna go buy another one.
We're going to buy another $7? Done! Actually, I don't even know how
Cheapest card game I ever played.
I don't even know how much Uno runs for these days.
It's not a whole lot.
Less than most other card games. And it's so competitive. And the thing is, it's easy to learn. So you teach your family this, you teach your friends this, you show up at the cafeteria table, you drop the Uno deck, and you go, who's the real man? Who's the real man? Are you the real man? I don't believe
You're the reverse. Get out of here.
No, I cut you off a second ago, Nate. Would you want to say something about the Uno?
Continue, please.
So, now,
Just a little
the
bit
question
first.
is, this is nice material they made the cards out of. Now, should you sleeve your Uno deck? Maybe, but if you want to deck this high, that'd be your own prerogative. So,
Uno Tower.
what I will say...
That's in there.
Oh, they already got me.
What I will say is the Uno, waterproof Uno, which is like made from actual plastic, incredibly hard to shuffle. Do not recommend that purchase.
Very hard to shuffle.
What are you doing playing around the pool?
Especially when you're in the pool. Now, the cards float off, they get stuck in the little drain thingy, you lose one in somebody's butt crack.
Exactly! That's big issues!
When I want to wipe my polo card, you know it's going to be Uno waterproof.
Next time you scuba dive, this is gonna come back.
So,
You want to play Uno?
That's not where I left my Uno.
it's time to move to the strategic topic of the reverse, as we do every time we do this. So, first things first, let's talk. Last time we spent a long time talking about the Wild and its importance. And you would think that the Wild is the greatest card ever devised in Uno, but my friends,
Bet it's not.
you would be mistaken.
I was right.
Because Mattel always likes telling you when you're going to win the game. Because when you see, you draw that card off the top of your deck and you know that this is going to be the good. This is your nuclear weapon,
The reverse.
1960s.
So,
This is where I get my namesake.
this is the deterrent. This is the warhead. This is the bomb that ends games. We're talking the draw for Wild
And
here.
friendships.
See, this is why we hate each other.
This is the game, the card. This is what we know in the world of card games.
As
At least professional card game players, professional Uno players such as ourselves. The great equalizer. Because you draw this, game, the whole rules of the game have changed.
Can I see that?
Yeah, of course.
Say goodbye to Exodia.
No! We have to go buy another Uno. Thanks, Mattel.
$7.
You can't even give me. They don't give you spares.
Good thing I sold my force of will.
So, the draw 4, what does it mean? Ryan, what's the draw 4 give to us in the game state?
It's not what it gives, it's what it takes away.
Ouch. I'm hurt.
Because the pure despair that you bring to the table when you drop a draw 4 on a man who thinks he's about to win.
That's psychological.
It's the stuff dreams are made of.
That's
really.
right.
It's the stuff that. Oh,
Same
so
thing
you pull
that
that Antonio Banderas when he opens the box from that movie. He's like,
I'll find you the draw 4 because I know there is one.
It's the draw 4. What a devastating card! So good. And the thing is, if you get any of these two cards in your hand, because there are no mulligans in Uno.
Oh.
You get what you get, and you hold on to it. If you
Till the very end.
If you get one of these in your opening hands, or when you draw 2s, when someone draw 2s you hold on to it till dear life. It is your last resort, and you make sure when you call Uno, it doesn't matter what they try to do against you as long as they don't draw anything, because you go, and that's game, boys.
But there is something I want to discuss today, and it's the strategy of Uno.
Let's go ahead, let's bring it in.
Because there are several facets to this very complicated and competitive game. There's the team aspect, the alliance aspect, and the aggro versus control aspect. You know, if you get hit with a lot of draws in the very beginning of the game, and you hold all of the power. You still have to find a way to, one, get the cards out of your hand, but you can control the entire flow of the game by having other people reverse the order for you. So you can play your more powerful and more costly cards as you like. In a series of games where you may play until a player hits 150, or however the rules you like to play go, if you want to play the aggro, you have to watch out because you paint a giant target on your back. That's the way Mattel balanced this game. So you can either hold all the power or immediately try to get rid of everything, and both are bad outcomes for you if you're not prepared. Now, there's also the tempo style, which I do appreciate, where you try to play the right cards at the right time, and make sure that if anything were to go wrong and you get hit with, something unlucky, you can still play around it, get those high-cost cards out of your hand, and maybe get left with some 2s and 0s. Because if you can't win, you might as well keep your score down. Alright?
That makes sense.
So, on to the alliance aspect, where if you need something done, you can have someone else do it for you by either conversing with them, or signaling them, or showing them that, I got the draw 4, but I need it to go this way. So, it's then all about the politics of Uno. And you'll see this most prevalently when someone says Uno. And immediately everyone goes, time to stop that guy! Either somebody's already holding their last card and they don't care, or everyone's willing to help you out. Like, alright, play the reverse, I got the draw 2, we'll keep this going for another couple of turns.
Right. The dream stays alive.
But then there's always watch out for the backstabber. The one who wants to work with you up until he has his last card, and then he just gently throws it onto the table.
I'm the backstabber. I enjoy that.
It was a draw 4 the whole time.
That's all danger right there.
So you brought up a little interesting rule thing that I think is a good discussion topic for the last bit of our video here. Is how do you guys feel about name some of the house rules you guys had? I don't know if you guys ever played Uno in your household, but we had some pretty strange rules in our in our household. Like one of them was we played for a long time where you kept drawing until you found something to play.
See,
if you didn't
my house does that. It's very fun.
Where actual rules dictate you draw 1 and it passes your turn.
I have also played with this house rule.
Where you draw
my house rules usually involve shot glasses.
Hey, let's not talk about that. There's some kids around it. They're not professionals yet. They don't know the underground Uno game.
What? I need shot glasses to play Uno. Peripherals. Don't buy them.
Mattel, listen to me now. No shot glass. But instead it's draw 4 shot glasses. The game changes. Also, we did. I played in this way at my friend's house where you could stack draw 2s.
So like chain draw 2.
The chain draw, where like someone draw 2s, and if you had a draw 2, you could chain it.
And then the last person draws everything.
Stuck with it.
Yeah, he ends up drawing like 8, and he cries.
And he becomes the control.
I now run the table. What, any other house rules you guys had?
It wasn't really a rule. It was, see, we had the age-old problem. The game would go on too long. Like, you would run out of deck. Like, we played the deck out. See, but we got tired of doing that. So what we did, we took all 3 of the Uno decks in the house, and we shuffled them together. So there was some Harry Potter Uno in there, there was some regular Uno.
That gets weird. We're mixing sets here, man.
Whoa, hey.
It got really weird if, like, an Uno spin card get thrown in there.
I do hear rumors of a company named Bushiroad making an Uno Vanguard set. Don't know anything about that game, but that's neither here nor there.
See, I don't think that company sounds smart enough.
I don't think
Mattel would do business with such a not sounding
unbalanced company.
Really.
I think they can only take away from the beauty that is Uno currently.
I mean, look at this. There's no loot here, just numbers.
There is no, in fact, loot here. If I see boobs on my 9 card, I'm upset, okay?
I mean,
somebody draws some nips.
Be honest, nothing sexier than drawing that draw 4.
Yeah.
There's no need for loot here. This is all the hotness you need. I mean, that's really it for today, I think, man. We've covered everything that we wanted to cover. Attack and defense, the draw 4. Next week, get ready for
numbers and when to play them.
Exactly. Also, the importance to differentiate between a 9... These are all 9. And a 6. Very different cards, very different usages.
You know, in the original version of the game, when I imported this game from Japan back in the 70s, there were not lines here to distinguish.
Oh, that must
You
be
had to
no
be.
idea.
You just had to know. Those must have been the dark days of Uno.
Tell me
before
about
they
it.
really balanced it.
The game's gotten too user-friendly now, though.
I mean, 3-year-olds can come up and play this game.
Exactly.
Just draw my nice Uno cards.
This is for a competitive.
This
is for a competitive
That's why my
crowd.
sleeves. 16 to 25 only.
See, this is not a casual game. You gotta have the endurance.
I do hear that Mattel is doing the annual Uno World Championship in Switzerland this year.
We
which
will
is
be waiting
nice.
for our invitations.
We are waiting. I think Ryan's got the best shot. He is our most powerful Uno player.
There have been many Uno communities that have not come back the next week when I ride in.
He has walked into Uno, walked into card shop, said, "I'm here for the Uno tournament. Like, we just started an Uno league, but we don't have a deck." He's like, pulled out this deck, slammed on the table, and said, "It's game over, boys." And there was no community. He took them for all they were worth. And I mean by that, like $50, because they all wanted to buy Uno decks at the end of the day, but he was like, "No, this money's now mine. You don't get to practice." See, the thing is, the Uno game
Watch out for the role reverses.
is so important. You always gotta know the role reverses, man.
That's where I get my name.
But we're about out of time. Check out our GoFundMe to send us to the Uno World Championship in
Yes.
Switzerland.
Make sure you check it out. Make sure you listen to the comments. What more Uno discussion topics you want to know about, and let us know what you think about the world of Uno. We'll see you here next week with the reverse, episode 57, here with Team Absolution. Peace.
Don't forget to say Uno.